Number 6 is also a quadratic written in vertex form. Vertex form means that the way the quadratic is written is going to tell you the vertex. Remember, the x value of the vertex is the number that would make 0 inside of the parenthesis. It is going to be the opposite of the number you see. With quadratics, a good rule to keep in mind is that if you're looking inside of parentheses for something, you probably want to take the opposite of the number that you see. So the x value of this vertex is going to be a -3. -3 plus 3 would be 0, so it makes sense. Remember that the y value is just the number over here that hangs out at the end. In this case, -2. So this quadratic has a vertex of -3, -2. We can draw the axis of symmetry straight through that point. I also need to find another point so that I can graph it and its reflection to know where this quadratic goes on the graph. Otherwise, we wouldn't know how wide or how narrow it is. I'm going to choose the point x equals -1. We know that this quadratic is going to open down because the a value is -1. I'm going to make the x value -1 and see what y value turns up. I changed x to -1. If you enter all of this in your calculator, you should get -6. So an x value of -1 produces a y value of -6. You can choose any x value you want. I typically choose something that's close to the axis. The point -1, -6 is down here, and I can also graph its reflection over the axis of symmetry. If it is 2 spots away from the axis, you go 2 spots past it and place your third dot. The quadratic is drawn through these dots. This quadratic has a maximum value of -2 because -2 is the highest point that this quadratic ever reaches on the graph.